5-minute quick life advice. Let's go. If I could say, let's do 10 things off the top of my head that I think everyone should know, that they should keep in their mind. And this is coming from somebody that's on the battlefield right now, constantly under pressure from different people coming in from different areas, different walks of life, mostly rich, white, uptight, prudy. I just whip this bitch out, stare them down, and they fucking stop and go away. So let's look. The first thing, if I could go back through my whole life, all you have is yourself. In the end, it's only going to be you and what's inside your heart. When you die, it'll be a conversation between you and yourself. It'll be a moment of peace or fear or whatever, but it's gonna be you in your body. That feeling that you get when you sit by yourself and you're alone, that feeling, that relationship with yourself, that's gonna be your last conversation before you're gone. So why aren't you prioritizing making sure that that is in check? And that you have a good, working, functioning mechanism in the relationship between you and yourself. Take care of yourself. The second thing is that the impact on your relationships and the impact on your environment, the changes you make to your environment, the improvements you make on others, that's you. Your destiny is always somewhere out there until you're in it. Anything that you want, this is number 3, anything that you want in life and anything you can imagine is possible, because the universe works in realities. So if you can see it and you can believe it, it's possible. Somewhere it exists because you can see it. If you couldn't see it, it still might be possible, but it's definitely possible if you can see it, you feel me? But who you are and the things that matter the most, other than that relationship to yourself, is the impact that you have on others. I want to say your significant loved ones, but it's everybody. Your impact matters. Number 4, progress is the best revenge. There's this constant competition going on. There's people that don't like you, that want to keep you feeling down. They want to put themselves above you. They want to put you in this cycle of feeling bad and trying to get back at them. There's an entire war in major cities in America based off of just simple disrespects, like a mean mug from across the street goes into gangbanging, killing their children killing their children. All these gangs are because 2 people didn't like each other almost 100 years ago. And now generations down the line, mass shootings and killings across the country. And the entire world is trying to emulate that culture. Progress is the best revenge. Don't worry about what they're doing. Worry about what you're doing. And make it impossible for them to get around you. Then they'll see that. They'll see you. It'll flip. And they'll want that, but they can't get it. They'll want you. But you're too focused on up here. Number 5, life is too short to not be who you are and do what you want to do. I'm going to tie this in to the same number. I'm pretty sure we're at 6. Life's too short to not be who you are and do what you want to do. Life is too short, and we're only in the present moment. Ever. We're never in the future. We can be in the future, but we're always still here, even if we're in the future. Until the artificial intelligence hits that level that they can control all of ourselves and our consciousness simultaneously to move us from this reality to a different reality in a more efficient way than where we are right now. We're only ever in this moment. So act now. Act now. You heard me? Act now. We only have this moment. Number 7 is that heaven and elevation and everything this world is, this narrative in your head, it's a product of your choices. When you do something bad, everything shifts to match that bad decision. When you make a good decision, or just when you make any decision, the narrative forms around that truth that you made that decision. Humility and truth is the only way to operate yourself in this infinite Aquarian age, this system of chaos all flowing around somehow harmoniously. The actions that you take matter the most. I'm going here, I'm going to do this, I'm going over here, I'm going to do this. This is how it's done. Sure. This isn't really, I wouldn't say this is myself as much as it is whatever's in the back of me until I get my cells healed better and I can escape this environment. But number 8, and this just got fed to me basically from something. Number 8, maybe it's me. Number 8 is that hate is meaningless, and the world goes on regardless. The people that hurt you moved on with their life. It sucks, but you gotta get up and just get back on the horse and get back on your purpose and get back towards the goal, towards the mission, towards the battle. Sitting there hating them, or even if you're in a conversation hating with that low vibration, it doesn't get you anywhere. The only time that hate ever works is if the person that you're hating is actually sensitive enough to care about you and your opinion, which means that you're hurting them. So what's the use? Sure, man. Number 9 is that it's all fine. And it's all coming in due time. Just stay on the grind, wait until you shine. Everybody do it out of spite. I just do it because it's right. I left them speechless when they tried to read my rights. But if I see him, it's on sight. I'll knock a bitch out like Iron Mike. I'll knock a bitch out like Mike Vick. I got about 1,000 kids bumping my shit. Get the fuck off my dick before I cancel you like Christmas. But it's all fine. I don't whine. I'm trying to go back to when I was young. When I was really young. And go back into my heart and focus on what mattered the most to me back then, because I'm an old soul. I was grown very young. very wise, very young, when my heart was solid. I remember just sitting. I love swimming. I remember just sitting at the rocks in the forest by myself, in the woods, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm enjoying how amazing it is. But I was always humbled because I knew pain and trauma. It felt like I had already known war. So I was grateful to see for